Haungahlika, maybe I took about 3 steps and somebody out of nowhere. I thought ukuthi inkunzi, umuntu ozangibamba inkunzi.
Yeah.
Can't you know that person wants to kidnap me and rape me? He tries to take off my pants. Yo, my clothes are torn. My hands are bleeding. My face is bleeding. Ngibovu ebusweni, impahla zidabukile. I'm like a mess. Mama bebangikidnaphile. Ukuphi? She's like, where are you? I'm trying to my mind wasn't there. Steps failed me. Amaphoyisa waseBrakpan, they failed me big time. Because had they arrived at the scene when we called them, kube lawo bantu labo sabathola. Same time, same day.
Zandi, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Yeah, I'm very happy for you to come here today. Your mom is at the back supporting you. She always the supportive all the time.
Yeah, she's my pillar of strength.
Yeah. Tell me about yourself. Who are you? Where are you from?
So I'm Onkabetse Zandile Mashile. I'm 24 years old. I'm from the East Rand. I currently have an honors degree in public administration.
You just graduated recently?
Last year.
Oh, wow. Okay,
Yes.
okay.
Yes.
How was it like growing up as Zandile?
Oh, I was very spoiled. I was his daddy's little girl, man. Like, Babam begang spoiler, and my mom was the strict one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would agree with you. When I saw your mom today, she looks very strict there.
100%.
I'm sure she's the one who actually pushed you to get to a level whereby you get that degree.
Yes.
On another level.
Yes.
My producer told me about your story whereby something took place at the mall. Do you mind taking me through it? Let's maybe start at the back in the beginning of the day. What were you planning to do at the mall, and then what happened at the mall?
I wasn't going to the mall per se.
Okay.
But I was going to the gym. So I was at work. It was Friday the 13th. And I was sick that day. I wasn't feeling well. So I went to the doctor. When I got to work, I left and I went to the doctor. I came back and I told my boss that, Lalela, I'm not feeling well. And she said to me, go home. I think it was around about 12. She said, go home. And I said to her, no, I wanna do something. I wanna read something. I just wanna catch up on my work because there are certain things that I haven't done for that specific day.
Yeah.
So she insisted, but I said no. And then there's another lady that stays close to the mall. She also said, let's go. But then I said to her, no, I don't want to go, And I feel that if I had left at that time, this whole incident wouldn't have happened. So what happened was I travel with some lady. Basically, it's like a lift club. And she called me and she said, let's go, which was around 3 p.m. Yeah. And we left. On our way there, I was talking to my friend. And he was like, no, don't go to the gym today. Let's go out for drinks. Let's chill, man. It's a Friday. And I said to him, no. Like, I was very stubborn that Friday. I said no to everything.
Like your conscience was just telling you something, man.
Yes, I kept saying no to everything. And ngahlika vele in 17. So there's like a passage that gets you through to the mall, rather to the gym. So before I actually left work, I called my mom, but she didn't pick up. So I was like, okay, maybe she will call me back. But she didn't call me back. So then I sahamba nalo sis lona wafika vele wangishiya. Uma kangishiya, haungahlika, maybe I took about 3 steps and somebody out of nowhere wangikhomba ngesibhamu. Wathi, if you scream, I will shoot you. Yo. And like I don't know how I felt.
Daylight.
Daylight around 3 p.m. And he said to me, "You will do as I say." I was like, "Okay, ufunan, like what do you want?" And he said to me, "Kipa yonke into nayo." And I said, "Anginalutho mina." And he said, "Oh no, you're lying." So I thought ukuthi inkunzi, umuntu ozama ukungibamba inkunzi.
Yeah.
Can't you know that person wants to kidnap me and rape me? So then he opened my bag, and I had almost like 1.8 in my bag for transport. And he took that money and he said, "Keep your phone." I gave him my phone and he said, "Ngicela ukuthi hotspot." Hayibo, giving is gonna data.
I don't understand. Yeah.
I give a hotspot vele. And then I realized ukuthi he's texting i-team yakhe, labantu asebenza nabo. I'm thinking ukuthi bebayi 3 or 4. Shuthi oyi-1 use-ATM, oyi-1 uza ngemoto, and then oyi-1 uye lo bamba abantu. So hayi ngimhotspot athumela abantu i-message XOXO, I got her. Yo. And then I realized it was, oh, actually lento le, it's serious. Ungilahlele ehlathini ngaleso sikhathi leso. Sihlele ehlathini sihleli sobayi-2. And athi kimi, "Ngicela ukuthi unginikeze enye imali because I know you have money." And I said to him, "But I don't have money." Uqeda ukuyithatha leyo 1.8 eyiphi enye uyifunayo? He's like, "Ngena kuma-banking apps wakho." Fortunately for me, my FNP doesn't have money. Ngimbonisa ukuthi akunanex. He's like, "No, Namang. Vula eng." He went through my phone. Wathola i-app le Capitec. I opened it. And there was like 800. And I said to him, "Ngine 800. That's what I can give you." And he said, "No, I want more. Vula ma savings wakho." Kuma savings wami, I had about 11,000-12,000. Wathi ngimtransferele yona. Ngamtshela ukuthi angeke ngikwazi ukuthi ngikutransferele, the limit yami angeke izivume. And he said to me, "Chincha amount ye daily limit and make it 11,000."
Yeah.
And I said to him, "Okay." I tried changing the daily limit so many times, but being a phone, like it just didn't want to. Yahlala nje ku 5K. Ngawa transfer vele. Ama cash send I3. So I'm at 2,000 I2, 1,000 A1. So bega tata ithombe. So as I do that cash send, seyicedile, yena uyithatha isithombe, uyithumela kulo ome ATM. And then after that, I tried escaping 3 times.
Yeah.
But I couldn't. My body was sore because bese ngibuyele ejimini.
Yeah.
So it was tough for me to like run. And mase ngigijima to a certain point, uyangithola. Then he drags me back. And yo.
It was difficult, ne?
It was tough.
What language are they speaking?
Ukhuluma isiZulu, but it's not isiZulu lesangapha. I am 100% sure that that person is not South African. And uzivalile nje ngalezi zinto lezi besizigqoka ngeCovid.
Balaclava.
Yeah. To hear, but unfortunately for him, there was a part where he took it off. And wathi kimi, "I'm gonna kill you because ungibonile and amaphoyisa azongifuna." So that's one reason why I will kill you.
When you look at him, what do you see? Do you see an old man, or do you see like somebody who's maybe an uncle or maybe a brother?
A brother. He's probably in his late 20s. Umfana nje omncane.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's skinny. He's dark. Ufana nalabantu laba. You see the people that you would hire to come do your garden.
Oh.
Laba bantu laba banjalo. He looks like one of those people, you know, like kuba ngathi mombhekile labantu laba nje abazifunela umsebenzi, you wouldn't say he's a criminal. He doesn't look like one.
Sure, I'm so sorry what happened to you, eh?
Yeah, but that's not the end. More happened, actually.
What happened?
So I was sitting there. Remember, I tried to escape 3 yards and he was dragging me. Angkhama. Like angkhama lo muntu lo ahleli phezu kwami. And you know, bengihleli lapha ngicabanga ukuthi there's a girl named Olerato.
Yeah.
She passed away. And I remember her mother said, my daughter fought. Her nails were broken. I know that she fought hard. And I started thinking of those words. And I told myself, I need to fight. I cannot be stats salabantu abashonile. And besides, where are they gonna find me? Where are they gonna look for me? And I wasn't crying. The way ngingakhona manje, I was like this that day. Because if I cried when yokhalela bani, who was I gonna cry for? I wasn't gonna cry for my mother because my mom, she's not there, so she's not gonna hear me. I can't cry for my friends or for my family. Abeko, bazongizwa kanjani? The only closest person or other people are God and my ancestors. So yo angihame lo muntu lo akhipha imese ayihambise entameni yami like this, ngathi he's gonna slaughter me. I fought back. Makathi uyangihama yimi nami nje siyalwa shayana ngiyingcendi mina naye. Ngamtshela ngathi you held me against my will and mina ngingive ngawe wena uzova ngami. Naye bese kathukile ukuthi mina ngithembeni because I'm not even crying. I'm not crying, like I'm calm and my brain iyacabanga. I've never thought so hard in my life. Ngiyacabanga ukuthi uma ngithi ngithatha lesibhamu sakhe ngidubula yena, what if it's a toy gun? What's going to happen next? Mangathi ngithatha lo mese lo ngimhlaba ngawo, will I manage? Because isandla zami zibhlungu. I need to be fast. I need to act fast. So whatever engiyenzayo, I must make sure that I actually do it. So ngazikhipha lezo zinto lezo engqondweni yami because I realized that actually they might not work. I need to find another way to save myself. So masesihleli lapho akhulule ijazi lami because I was wearing ijazi. Akhulule icathulo zami, alahlele ibag yami lena, and sesihleli manje ungibuphile ngeintambo zakhe. Ngakwata, I started being angry.
Yeah.
And ngazinqampula neintambo lezi. Ngazinqampuka zahlapuka. Wathi ke mkanti wena sisi yini inkinga yakho? And I was like, what do you mean yini inkinga yami? Sizolwa mina nawe. And I said to him, listen, it's either you die or we both die. I'm not dying alone. Yo, wangibheka yazi. And like wangibhekela kungazi. And ngiyakwata ne, ngiphinde ngibe calm futhi. Ngikwate, ngiphinde ngibe calm futhi. I was calm again. I was back to being calm. Bekuhleli lunchbox yami like celeni, and I said to him, Buti, awulambanga? Mina ngilambile.
Sure. You were so strong, man. Where did you get the courage?
I don't know.
Did you get it from your mom? Because your mom is very strict.
Yes, from my mom. My mom. So I would like to him, Buti mina ngilambile, ayikabi. I'm very hungry mina. Angidlange emsebenzini wena ulambanga.
Hey, Sandy, mara. Hey.
Ngithi kuye, hey, yazi ngiphethe ama dry fruits. awucabanga ukuthi mhlambe siwadle before siqhubeka ngale situation le athi sis le ndaba serious athathe le lunch box ayilahlele. So that was just to calm him down and to make him realize what he's doing is wrong. But it didn't help. It didn't work. For what it's worth, it made matters worse. Because remember now saying my hands are now bleeding because bengifama zipho siyalwa phela siyabambana mina naye. Angimvumeli makathi uyangihama ngiyamkhahlela. I was fighting. So mase ngihleli lapho, he tries to take off my pants. As khulule ngeyinkani adabula ibhruku lami, my body got stiff. Waqina umzimba, waqina in such a way that I myself didn't understand what was happening with my own body. Waqina umzimba wami athi ukhulula ibhruku aliyehli. Aliyehlise ngenkani. Makaliyehlisa ngenkani, athi uyayehlisa ngigqoka tight. So I was wearing layers amaningi wempahla. Athi ukhulula tight amagusha. Agcina sekangala vele. Athi hayi wena ungimoshela isikhathi sami. Avele he didn't rape me. Hayi sesihleli laphayana achacha i-tracksuit yami angifase ngeintambo zami manje. Mara ngifasa ngeintambo zami sengihleli laphayana ngiphelelwa amandla ngiyazibuza ukuthi where to from now. Where to from now. And mangithi ngiyabheka uhleli la eceleni kwami athi kimi ngilale because now uyabona ukuthi sekuba busy manje. It's rush hour, sekuba busy. So ufuna ukuthi ngilale flat so that abantu bangazongibona. Angitsho ukuthi angeke ngikhone mina. Athi hayi no ngeke ngikhone ukulala flat. I'm not doing that. Angisho sengibambile, sengiva ngawe manje, but nawe sozova ngami. Angeke ngilale flat mina. And ukhuluma nalabo bantu laba. And then I realized that actually lowe moto sekayafika. And in my head, it was a do or die. Mase ngirealize ukuthi le moto seyafika, khuluma nabo ngefone. Ngahlala ngazichacha. Ngisolo ngibhizi ngimxoxisa yazi ngimbuza ukuthi manje wena owakuphi, uhlala kuphi? Oh, why libamba abantu? Manje sibambile nisenza. And I was very calm. Bengixoxa nje mina naloyo muntu loyo. Just to distract him. And also remember now, he is panicking because I'm not crying. I am fighting for myself. So in his head, uyazibuza ukuthi le ntombazana le uthembeni. Uthembeni.
Yeah.
So mangihleli kanjalo sengiyazichacha manje. I'm sitting in a way yokuthi angangiboni ukuthi ngiyazichacha. Ngiyazichacha izandla, ngiyazichacha. Mase ngizichacha kanjalo akangibona ngisho because I'm sitting like this.
Yeah.
And then I started praying. I started calling God. I started calling amadlozi wami. So my father passed away in 2010 and I started calling him. I started saying to him, Sandile, ngisenkingeni. I need you to wake up. Nanoma ungavuka okomzimba ngikubone, it's okay. As long as uzolwa, I will deal with the trauma yokuthi I actually saw my dad. I'll deal with that later. But Sandile vuka. Ngacela ngumdawo mina ngumshangani. And la mengikhona bekunamanzi, there was water,
okay.
Right? So ngumntana wamanzi also ngaphahla ngila. Ngabiza ngathi amadlozi wakabo mamami, amadlozi wakabo babami. Nkulunkulu, hlanganani nonke anikwazi ukungishiya. Akusisikhathi sami sokufa lesi. But uma nina seningibiza, nithi isikhathi sami sokuthi ngihambe emhlabeni, then sho ukuthi indlela yami yokuhamba. But angicabangi bogogo nabomkhulu ukuthi isikhathi sami lesi. Ngicela ukuthi niphakameni, sandile vuka. I said that. And this guy was like, Sisi, ungibizela amadlozi? Ngathi sengicedile ukuwabiza. Sewakhona manje. And I didn't see my dad, but I felt him in my body. I didn't like bekungasese uzandi bese ku sandile. You understand? I don't know what was happening or what happened, but uvuke ngaphakathi kwami that day. And ngabona sengizichachile izandla zami sezichachekile, inyawo seziyachacheka nazo. How? I don't know. Mangithi like celeni nasistina. I took that break. I'm shangazo. Mase ngimshangazo. You know, even at that moment, I don't know what happened. But ngimbone, remember now we are sitting like this. We are facing that way.
Yeah.
He has to go that way because the car is coming like from behind us. Ngimbone sekazibamba inhloko agijima aye emotweni. Phela now I don't know what's happening also in the spiritual world, because remember sengibiza amadlozi manje. I don't know what's happening now. You understand? I think sekuba ngathi now amadlozi that are here, mina okomoya, I don't know where I am. Ngikhona lapho kumzimba. Sekuamadlozi wami and this guy, right? Mhlambe yena uyababona, mina angibaboni. He ran the other direction. When he ran the other direction, in his head, usacanga ukuthi ngifasekile. Because ngimshaya ngesitina in such a way that anganotice ukuthi izandla zami zichachekile.
Yeah.
And yena makaya le, mina ngaya le, ngagijima. I ran. I ran. I ran. Ukusuka la bekangilahlele khona. Ukuyofika N17, I don't know ukuthi ngifike kanjani, but ngizithole sengizilahlela ku freeway.
Sure.
And masekabona ukuthi ngihambile asakathi uyangigijimisa. It was already too late. It was already too late. Yeah. I cried. Ngakhala. Like, I cried because now I've saved myself, but I don't know what's happening in Muva. You know? Angazi ukuthi, in my head, are these people gonna shoot me from the back? Like, what's happening? Le moto le izorounder N17, bangithole laphaya banguke. Now a lot of things are like happening in my head.
Yeah.
And I'm also running. I'm running a freeway. I don't know where I'm running to get gym. And when yonke lento le yenzakala, my mom is trying to call me because she's at the other side of the mall waiting for me ukuthi ngizofika. She doesn't know ukuthi actually ngingale emuva ehlathini. Ifone makangifonela iyadropeka. So naye bekazibuza ukuthi what's happening with Uzandi? Maybe ukwatile, maybe she decided that she's going home. So she doesn't know what's happening with me. Only to find that actually ngisenkingeni. I ran up a freeway. My clothes are torn. My hands are bleeding. My face is bleeding. Ngibovu ebusweni, impahla zidabukile. I'm like a mess. And I'm trying to stop all these cars, but nobody's stopping to help me. Like, pangibhekile, I'm like, ngicela ungincede. Ngapha sengiphelelwa amandla. I feel like I'm gonna fall. Like, there was just a lot going on. Eventually, ngama itaxi. Mayima leyo taxi leyo kunabantu. I got in that taxi and I said, ngicela ngincedeni.
Yeah.
Please help me. But also, I'm not trusting because in my head, I'm thinking, Guti, what if basebenza nala bantu labo? What if, you know? And ngakhululeka when this one lady said, sisfonela umamako.
Yeah.
I dialed my mom's number. I called my mom. She didn't answer the first time. I called her the second time. And then she answered, and I said to her, Mama, bebangikidnappile, ukuphi? She was like, where are you? I'm trying to, like, my mind wasn't there anymore. Like, because sengilwile ngicedile, akusana next manje engqondweni. I can't talk. Like, ingqondo yami say, shut it down. This lady speaks to my mom. Uyamtshela ukuthi sikuphi. In less than a minute, my mom was already there. Afike vele umama wami angiguke sengikhala west manje ukuthi no mama labantu balana, no asingayi that side of the mall, mama bazongidubula, mabangangithola they're gonna grab me. She's like, Zandi, calm down, like uzongi-explainela yonke into, but now you need to like calm down because Millis phone Capitec, we need to block your card, we need to track your iPhone. There are certain things that we must do and I need you to calm down. My mom calmed me down vele. Ngakhona ukuyehla kancane. And okay, safonele Capitec, we blocked the card. She gave me her phone to put my iPhone details on her phone so that we can track the phone. And when we tracked the phone, siyababona labantu ukuthi bamuva aphi. Bamuva eDon Park, bayahamba nje, we can see movement yalawo bantu labo. My mom called the police. The police never showed up. They never showed up simply because asina van.
Are you serious?
Yes.
So you guys have access to your Find My Phone. You can see the people moving.
Yes.
And you can use that as a tracker. You call the police and the police are telling you that we can't help you. There's no van.
Yes.
That is actually disgusting, honestly.
You know what, ne? The police failed me. SAPS failed me. Amaphoyisa waseBrakpan, they failed me big time. Because had they arrived at the scene when we called them, kube lawo bantu labo sabathola. Same time, same day. Like the phone was, I'm not sure if the guy was aware that that phone was an iPhone because I jumped, I bought gali. So besibona ukuthi hawu labantu bahamba la. Sebala, sebamile, and it's giving us the exact location where they are. And amaphoyisa siyabafonela abafiki.
But that's so disappointing. Yo. I'm sure your mom was so frustrated. Yes, sis.
Yo. My mom was so frustrated. We at the mall, right? There's a gym there. So abiza umngani wakhe from the gym ukuthi mngani waza umntwana bekasenkingeni kumele sibuyele kulelo hlathi lelo sofuna izinto zomntwana. And then sidrive vele. Sifike vele ehlathini kudlula omunye ubhuti on the phone. Puti, I'm sitting in the car. I'm scared for my life. Like I'm scared la ngikhona. But kulo bhuti sicela uzosinceda singene ehlathini. My mom had to go back to the scene. Kulelo hlathi lelo, I won as a woman. As umfazi abuyele laphaya. Bekumele kuyobuyela amaphoyisa, right? But bewangekho. My mom risked her own life ukuthi ahamba ayongena laphaya. She then went, they went way 3. They tried looking for myself, but bebangazitholi because they were looking like la so. Kanti lo mfana lo bekangibambe kudenyana. You understand? So Banglana, they had to fetch me in the car. So babonisa ukuthi kahle kahle, where did it happen? We went there. My things were scattered. My mom said I must change. Luckily, I had impahla. I changed. And still, 7 o'clock. Until yenzakale about 3 until 5. 7 o'clock, amaphoyisa awafiki.
Next.
Kwa ukufona. Ni right. Nisasekuphi. Next. They then called Bathi Siyeza. Sisendleleni. They never showed up.
Are you serious?
Yes. They never showed up. Right, sesimile, my mom ufonela ama-cousin wakhe.
Yeah.
Ngicela ukuthi nifikeni. Because sayibona ifoni ya-update ukuthi bakuphi labantu. And kayiwa vele lapho ebusuku sayobheka ukuthi kukuphi kwenzakalani.
Yeah.
And kuse-Don Park in Boksburg. Sabheka, but it was not safe for us to be
Yeah,
there.
because you guys are not traveling with the police and you don't have firearms. You don't know whether these people have guns or not.
Yeah. Yeah, and mina amaphoyisa angifeyilile yazi. Yeah.
When did this happen?
It happened on the 13th of June.
Last year?
This year.
Are you serious?
Yes.
2025, 13 June.
Yes. Last month.
Last month. Zandino.
Yes. Emini. Daylight.
Zandino, we just came back from the case recently now. This thing just happened last month to you.
Yes.
And the police didn't even do anything. They didn't show up at your house. They didn't take statement till today.
So we went to them.
You have to.
Thina silandelela bona.
Oh man. Yo.
Thina silandelela bona. Even today. Ngisalandelela u-detective. Ngitshela yena ukuthi ayenzeni. Yo. No, the justice system for this country, it's bad. Angazi ukuthi kumele kuze kufe abantomazana abayingaki. Mind you, I also would have died that day. But I had the strength and the power to fight for myself. So, yeah, that Friday, vele we went to that place, sascouta, sabheka ukuthi kwenzakalani, and it was late, and we decided to leave. That's when I went to emergency esibhedlele. And my mom was communicating to the police, and uthi at 1 a.m.
Yeah.
Makafonela amaphoyisa. I'm not sure if ufonela amaphoyisa or they called her, but mtshela ukuthi ahamba ayovula icase kwenye indawo because they can't assist her at 1 a.m.
I almost saw it actually, honestly. It's very frustrating.
Very. Saturday morning, we woke up, Sai police station. I told them what happened, ngavula case. And then later on that day, bathumela message ukuthi ubani detective and all that. Saya vele ku last location yefo. Because I think now those people realized ukuthi ngathi siyazi ukuthi kwenzakala. So they switched the phone off. Saya vele sabheka basitshela igama naloyo mfana loyo that we were describing lapha kuleyo community leyo. And yeah, we looked around.
Did they even tell you more detail that he's not a South African, he's from this country, is he renting there and all that?
No, they just told us the name and they said they last saw him, I think Friday morning.
Okay.
Yeah, they last saw him Friday morning and vele uyaganga. That's what they told us. And then saya kwenye shop yama Pakistan. As we are kuleyo shop yama Pakistan, athi leyo Pakistan leyo, labo bhuti labo bafikile vele on Friday. Bazama ukumbamba inkunzi naye, but yena he was just like, hi, don't take my money. But labo bhuti labo, Friday they were there. And I can assure you that leya Pakistan lane, yabazi labo bafana labo. I then went to omunye umama uthengisayo laphaya, and I said to her, umuntu nje nakanje, like, what's happening? What, you know, ama-regular bala bahlezi bazana. They were here vele on Friday around 5:30. So I was like, oh, okay. Amaphoyisa azange bathathe leya Pakistan le bayolu-question. Nothing. Bamshiya njalo. So I then got admitted into hospital because I was not okay. But the detective Leo, he didn't put any effort to call to ask about the case. Nothing. It was too late.
Till today.
Then what happened was,
Okay.
I googled some numbers, ngamfonela leyo muntu loyo, ngamtshela, and then he met up with my mom. I don't know how the conversation went, but then bachinja detective. Leyo detective lawyer samupha information. We even went as far as going to a Capitec ukuthi basitshele ukuthi lawo ma cash sent lawo akhishwe at Don Park ngabo between 5:30 and 5:45. We have that information. A saloon la bebang kidnap khona, there's a salon.
Yeah.
So bekune camera lapho.
Yeah.
So my mom and the new detective, they went there and the lady wasn't there. And then she said, no, you guys must come back. That detective never went back. He never went back. Ne Capitec, my sister Nikes ama details with Capitec. He didn't do anything. Because mofuna I footage at Capitec, there's something that you have to apply for a court, and then you take it to them and kongukunikeza the footage. Akagenzanga lokho. He didn't do that.
What is wrong with SAPS though?
I don't know. Mara amakhesi wabantu aphelela emoyeni. I-evidence le meaning nayo disappears every single day. Already as we speak, I've lost a footage yase saloon. Location, the phone by light. Mabayilita, because I'm still tracking it.
Yeah.
Mabayilita, we call a detective. We're like, oh, if phone igu this address, can we go? He comes, we go. There's no search warrant. Nothing. Okay, unfortunately, I couldn't go in.
Yeah.
But uyabona, as my mom was explaining, uyabona impilo yalaphaya, something is wrong. Shukuthi abafana balaphaya yigebengu, because abantwana bakhona amafoni abawaphathayo. It's like questionable. Now, no gogo uphathe iPhone, uphathe impilo yabo, it's a bit. So shukuthi laphaya kule ndlu leya kunobugebengu okwenzakalayo. And it is the same street ne-shop Pakistan. So what does that tell you? It tells you ukuthi labo bantu labo bakuleso strata. And the detective is not investigating. Siyamfonela. Did you? No, please give me up until Friday. He's not doing anything. Ngine evidence, ngine information, but he's not doing anything. He doesn't show any signs of interest. Mele mina ngimlandelele. And that is so draining. It's emotionally draining and it's frustrating. You know, if it happened, this whole thing, ne, and I didn't have any evidence, any footage, nothing, I would just let it go and I would heal. But the fact that ginayo information, I have evidence, for me to let it go just like that, no. I can't.
How you feeling though now?
I'm very angry. And I don't think ukuthi I've healed from what happened because I'm still go fight mode.
Yeah.
I'm fighting for my own justice. Ngiyayifuna, at least ngifuna ukuthi ngiyeke le ndaba le sengizamile. You know? Phoyisa, investigator, buyela kulesa strata, scouter, sheba, hore go etsahalang, you know? Go back to that house. Ask for a search warrant at Boxback. Go back to that house. Akayenzi next. Even today, just when we were waiting for you guys,
Yeah.
we called him and he has nothing to say. He honestly has nothing to say. Next thing, my case will be closed. I will get that SMS telling me that my case has been closed.
Do you know how he looks like? Do you sort of, with the evidence that you have, do you have a picture by any chance?
Not that I have a picture, but that footage is Okipa one of them. And I can remember his face. Mangavela manje ngamkhomba.
Do you have access to the footage?
I don't have access. The detective, only person who can get that footage for us. But la abantu base Don Park, I know the name. Makungabuyelwa laphaya sathi sifuna umuntu ozibani singamthola.
What's the name? You can say it.
It's Bobby.
Bobby.
Yes.
Surname?
I don't know his surname, but he goes by the name of Bobby at Don Park. Hamba nabantu abayi-3. That's his name.
You could have died.
I could have lost my life that day.
A lot would have happened. I don't want to lie to you.
Yeah.
And you deserve justice. I don't want to lie to you.
I do. I do. And I need answers from the state. From ISEPS. Ngifuna bangitshele ukuthi why bebanganama-van that day. Bekunama cases abaningi, or what was happening? Why mina bengingakhona ukuthola i-van?
Do you feel safe now when you go to the shopping complex?
I don't know. The thing is, these people, bayazi ukuthi they want it.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not sure if they recognize my face, they remember my face or not. So, ngiphila kanjani if labo bantu labo nabo basasestradini bazi ukuthi bayafuna? What if they bump into me? They definitely gonna kill me. I believe ukuthi the plan was ukuthi there was a delay.
Yeah.
There was a delay that was happening between him nalo muntu wemoto. I'm sure that person wemoto bekumele kube ufikile bangidonsa bangithatha bangifake emotweni. Not ukuthi angithatha ayongilahlele ehlane. That I don't think that was the plan. The plan was ukuthi uzongidonsa imoto izofika bangifake lapho. What if these people know me? Bangithathe ithombe. The fact that he said you're lying, I know that you have money. How does he know that I have money?
Yeah, true.
Like, how do you, Mubonise 800 and you're like, no, I know you have money.
How do you know?
Yeah, how do you know? Maybe abantu nje laba bebangibhekile, because sometimes I pass there every day. That's my daily routine. And my mom said to me, you know what, you shouldn't stand in ngaseceleni wejim, rather go inside. So you understand, maybe abantu bebangibhekile because sometimes mina ngiphuma early than my mom. Then mina I decide to wait outside instead of going inside. What if they were looking at me, taking pictures of me, watching my movements?
My concern is that they might be doing this to most women.
Yes.
In your township.
Yes.
I'm just concerned. And maybe those women, they don't have the courage to come out and speak about it. Yes. And maybe something even worse, maybe that they did. Maybe they raped people or even killed people. And yet the police, they're not even doing anything about it.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm sorry about what happened to you.
Thank you.
As long as you mention this name, I know that there are people that are watching this.
Yeah.
in the East Rand, and I'm sure people there will show him this. Very much disappointed with the cops.
Yeah.
The police system in this country is failing us. I don't want to lie to you, and that's the truth.
Yeah.
How can something like this happen? You call the cops and they tell you that abana vene. What nonsense is that?
Unamapanyaza also. Amapanyaza waiwona ngazange.
But I'm also thinking about your mom, the pain of your mom. Your mom needs help. Who's going to help her? We have so much trust in the police, and the police are failing us. But yet tomorrow when your mom takes the matter into her own hands, now she's the one to blame. She's the one who's wrong.
They're failing us. Umthetho uthi if mina bengimdubulile leyo muntu loyo bekuyoboshwa mina.
True.
Kanjani but bekuyimi ukidnaphiwe. So mele kahle kahle. So basically the law is protecting perpetrators. The law is against us, Tina. I'm a victim. But it's for perpetrators. That's why kuzoqhubeka kube nama kidnapping, kube nama human trafficking, because bayazi ukuthi labantu angeke batholwe. They know that. And another thing is, you know, we don't choose careers because sifuna.
Yeah.
Sifuna because kusuke kuyi-passion yethu, no. Like amaphoyisa, for example, I don't think most of them wanted to be police, but they went there because of unemployment, right? So sebayasebenza, mobafonela thina sinaven, or mawuye police station, they just chilling,
Yeah.
and they talking. You understand? So if people chose a career, for example, yobuphoyisa, because you want to serve the community, I don't think I would have been told ukuthi akunaven. Loyo muntu loyo ubekazoyenza umsebenzi wakhe. You understand? Azi ukuthi kumele ngiseve abantu. We go there now. Ma-application aphumile. Sihlela sinamsebenzi. Thiwa bathi hamba uyozama. Now uyayozama. Why? Because awusafuna ukuhlala ekhaya. Uma usofika laphaya uyakhohlwa ukuthi why ulaphaya. Do you understand? I don't think ukuthi uma uyiphoyisa uzimisele ngomsebenzi wakho. Umuntu akhala athi ngicela ningincede umtshela ukuthi akunaven. If you do your job and you love it, you will say sisi siyeza. Sicela ukuthi usilinde imali lapho, we are coming and we're going to help you. You understand futhi unemployment ingena kuphi?
Sure.
Sesiyaya laphaya nje. People are not passionate about this anymore. And also because amaphoyisa, some of them lento lezi azikakayenzeki ebantwaneni babo,
Yes.
emindenini yabo.
True.
That is why they don't feel anything. If it happened to your family uyiphoyisa, you will jump because uyayazi leyo pain leyo. So the state failed me.
What would you like to see? Because obviously you need justice. Do you want them to be arrested, go to jail for many, many years? Or is there something else that you're looking for?
It's wrong. This is wrong and very illegal. And I'm not saying I'm going to do it. But if it were up to me, ngingazitholela mina labantu laba, ngabiza umphakathi. Because umphakathi wuwo okhona ukudila ngamasimo anje. Sizohamba bambophe lo muntu lo. After maybe a year, uzabe azula esitrateni sikaphumile. You understand? Sizohamba i-court and that person, but he's not guilty. You understand? So at least uma umphakathi udila naye, bamshaya, uzofunda. He will learn. Ijele into encane. Uyohlala laphaya 1 year. Or noma angahlali at all, but he is not guilty. You understand? So umphakathi uma ungadila naye uzosifunda isifundo, because right now abantu bomphakathi abazilwelayo mongathi uyabheka, police are no longer being called anymore. Sekuba umphakathi olwayo ume bazilwele for leyo particular community leyo, because maphoyisa, a lot of girls are raped, a lot of girls get kidnapped. Umbuzo ukuthi did you open a case? Athi hayi. Uthi why? Athi kuzongisiza ngani? Nami ngihleli manje ngiyazibuza ukuthi why did I open a case? Ngiyivuleleni icase? Like ngiyivuleleni? Ngiyivulele so that ngizokhona nge-Capitec ngibabonise ukuthi ngicela imali yami back na i-case number. That's the only thing. Nothing has been done. Nothing has been said. Akunanokuthi siyile eDon Park sayobheka next. It's just a normal day, a normal life for lelo phoyisa lelo. Akanamsebenzi. Umuzwa nanoma akhuluma uyangingisa. He doesn't know what to say. He's trying to come up with a story. He goes, no, akere.
I'm sorry about what happened to you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I hope you get justice.
Yeah.
I don't know how's that gonna happen, especially when the police are not willing to help you.
Yeah.
I don't want to say anything that is wrong, because these guys, they really, really frustrate me, you know.
Yeah.
But you reap what you sow.
Yeah.
You kill somebody, something is gonna happen to you.
Yeah.
You know, and
True.
so, but I'm really, really sorry about what happened to you.
Yeah.
This thing happened, it's still fresh. It happened last month. I'm happy and I'm also sad at the same time that you have the courage to be able to come here and speak about it.
Yeah.
I'm sure not a lot of people that can do what you're doing right now.
Yeah.
But this is just to send a message to women out there that you were also a victim of this thing that just happened recently.
Yeah.
Can happen to anybody.
Yeah. Any time.
At any time. Can be tomorrow.
Yeah.
Probably it happened to some lady yesterday.
Yeah.
So we need to be on the lookout, and we need to send the message out there for women to look after themselves, to check their surroundings. We are no longer safe in this country.
Yeah.
We have a lot of illegal foreigners.
And you know what, ne?
Yeah.
The people that are, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
South Africans, ne? They do crime, right? But a crime yabo is very limited. They will bomb the ATM, bazoyenza cut, but kidnapping, no, it's not South Africans. I don't think South Africans can go that far. Abantu abangaphandle, foreigners who are doing these things to South Africans. That guy, he's definitely not South African. Umuntu owangapha makakubamba ukisaphi uyokuyenza nokuthengisela abantu wazi bani. Not unless he's working for a syndicate.
Yeah.
But it's these, not all of them, but it's some foreign national who are doing these things to South Africans. It's them. I don't want to lie. And you know, also South Africans ukubamgonza thathi phone thathi imali kushiya lapho yabo.
Yeah.
Phelela lapho.
Maybe there might be somebody out there who may try to help you in private sector security.
Yeah.
How do they reach out to you? Maybe you have an email. I don't want to use your number because a lot of people that might call you, but maybe an email should be fine.
So my email address is Omuhle. So it's OMUHLEMASHE omhlehmashile@gmail.com. So it's omhlehmashile@gmail.com.
Thank you so much, sister. I really appreciate your time.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
And I have a message to South African women that
Yeah.
if you find yourself in this situation, please do not cry. No matter how difficult it can be, please do not cry, because if you cry, you are giving the perpetrator power. So when you don't cry, yena uyathuka. You understand? So South African women, you have power than you think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I would like to say to them.
Thank you for that powerful message.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.